everybody. Well, today I was going to talk about your tools that you work with when you're doing a chore on the farm. It's a good thing to have the right tools. It's so frustrating when your tool breaks or you don't have the right equipment. So I'm fixing to clean the boys' pins, and what I use now that I got new tires on my wheelbarrow. Check it out, my new tires. That was part of my Christmas present from my husband. I was excited, let me tell you. So even though we have a cart, let me see if I can get it in the picture over here. We have a cart with a dump bed. It's too wide and it won't fit through the gates. My cart, and it has the dump bed on it and everything. And I just recovered my seat. It was cracking, the plastic on it was cracking, so I had an old shower curtain. So I used Stacy's tools. Okay, let's go back over here. And there's Jasper. You're gonna come clean your pen, Jasper. And then there's my wheelbarrow that I use. It fits through the gates just perfectly. And these are my tools I use all the time. Of course, I rake everything up. I use the fork for the hay. It works really good. And then these little they're not birds, they're goats. The goat pellets slip through that fork, so I use the grain shovel. I rake it up in there and it cleans it up really pretty good. So these are the pens that we go into. There's two of the boys taking life easy. Mr. Duke and Monster. Yeah. Let's say good morning. Good morning, Monster. And then there's a rooster, one of our many roosters that we have. So I'm just going to show you how I clean the boys' pens. So let me get rolling here. Move my wheelbarrow out of the way so I can open the gate. And also, and this is our chute that I run the goats up in, and we use it to vaccinate and trim feed or whatever I need to do, because these guys are really big and I can't hold them. Hi there, Jasper. This is our Nubian buck. He gets to be by himself because he doesn't play nice with others. So, but he can still see the other boys. And then I did Duke, I guess this past weekend, I ran him in the chute. And these panels right here that I have leaned up, I take them and I put them in over here, and I run me a little alleyway, so that way I can run the goats right up in there by myself. And it makes it work really well. But you know, it's always nice when you have a very sweet husband that will open the gate for you up there. So that works out good. Okay, let me get my stuff and I'll show you how I clean my goat pens. Hey, Duke. Hey, Duke. Okay, first I rake out their little pen over here and try to keep it as clean as possible. So, you get the idea. Thank you, sir. I'll get all this raked up, and I'll pick it up, and then I'll show you when I go to Jasper's pen how we do things over there. And I try to clean these every day when the weather permits. Some days it's raining or it's just so cold, and the main thing is that they have a shelter, and I get their, he's competing with me, and I get their grain and hay out here for them and stuff. So here's what I took out of their pen. And there's Monster. He was helping me clean. So I got everything pretty much cleaned up. Duke's over there laying down. So I try to do this every day and keep it clean as possible. And so now I need to go dump my wheelbarrow, and then I'll be back to do Mr. Jasper. He's playing peekaboo. So he's like, what are y'all doing over there? Here we are in Jasper's pen. His isn't as big as the other ones, but he has a little shelter over here. I'll clean all that up, and this rooster is chasing our little Bantam rooster that is over. I don't know if you can see him up there, up by the chute. We call him Little Man. Usually he's talking out here when I'm talking, but he's keeping an eye on the other guy. So anyway, okay, Jasper, I'm going to clean up your pen. And here we go. I'm going to set you up here, and hopefully, here we go. We're going to clean up Jasper's pen now. Jasper just loves me being in here with him. He's been freaking out ever since I got rid of my other buck, Gerg, because he grew up with Gerg. And they would roughhouse really bad, so that's why Jasper's in here. He learned to do that. And the other two bucks over there are younger bucks, and they're like, wait, we don't want to play rough. So that's why Jasper's over here, because he doesn't play well with others and all. So this is pretty much what I do every day. Just clean everything up and make him have a nice clean pen. It just helps to try to keep it clean, because then that way, like, your parasites and stuff like that doesn't spread as quickly, if there is any. And it just makes it nicer for them, and they're not having to lay and poo all the time. So, yeah. And I'll get a wheelbarrow full out of here, and also a lot of this hay is from when it was really cold and wet and raining. Goats are very wasteful with their hay, and anybody who owns goats are probably agreeing with me right now. But you know, you just gotta love them. So you get serenaded with the roosters this morning. why I like having the right tools to clean with. It makes your job so much easier. And all. So, usually when I have a bunch of hay, I use the fork. But I didn't bring it in with me, it's over there. So the shovel will do. Oops, that didn't work too well, did it? But when you stay on top of them, cleaning your pins every day, it just makes your job go much faster and easier, and it seems like you can go further out and clean, because I have 2 other barns, actually 3 other barns that I clean, and the chicken pen and everything. So yeah, there's a lot of cleaning up, but that's part of it. It gets your blood pumping, you're out here working and doing everything, and I like doing this because then that way I can check on the animals and look and see what they're eating, how their water looks. You can clean out their water tubs. I usually bleach it out. Take a little bit of bleach and scrub it really good and rinse it, and then fill it up with fresh water for them. They love that. And also, this is part of my everyday chores, is out here working, and I'm trying to stay up on top of everything, because by the end of the week it's supposed to be cold and raining again. So that means I'll have to skip on cleaning a little while, or a day or two, and then be back at it again. So if you like this video, please like and subscribe. And if you have any questions or comments,